Hi everyone, so for the first time I will make a video on a player already drafted. So in the last video I said that if a player goes much higher than expected, or if a player goes to a team with a pretty big fan base, maybe I will make another video. So I did add a lot of clip on Zarovsky, and I also had a lot to say about him. So for what it's worth, I had him rank 20 on my list. In the video, you will be looking at number 88 in the MHL, number 15 in the KHL, and number 19 with Russia. His game is built around his puck handling, and I'm not about to make a bold statement just to get a few reactions, but I did rank his hand as the best in the entire 2025 draft. As the saying goes, it's as if he has the puck on a string. He can skillfully bring the puck back inside his skating base when stick gets in the way, complete his toe drag, and just continue on his way. How he maintains control of the puck when he brings it so close to his skates is something that truly sets him apart from all the other puck handlers. If passing lanes are non-existent due to the presence of opposing players or their sticks, Zarovsky will skillfully dangle them and eliminate them from the picture. He also excels in tighter space despite some limitation in his game thanks to a superior understanding of defenseman pivot and the areas where the puck will be out of their reach. On the other hand, there is still a lot of immaturity in his game. He often makes this play on the power play where, from the left circle, he will make a toe drag in front of a defender and he will gain the center of the ice. However, after this move, Zarovsky ends up on his backhand, so he's not really in a good position to beat the goaltenders, and he can't really pass to a teammate on the other side either. One of his biggest problems on the ice is that he feels the need to always have the puck on his stick, which makes him guilty of unfortunate mistakes that could easily be avoided. Here's a few examples on some of the blunders that he can make. When he carries the puck into the neutral zone, he sometimes has open space, but he prefers to uselessly go dangle a player who, in the end, wasn't even in his path. He'll mess around in the neutral zone when he could simply dump the puck deep into the opposing zone. He sometimes uses patterns that are difficult for his teammates to read, such as cross plays, which results in confusion. While he has the puck at the top of the offensive zone, a teammate skates along the board and comes back towards him. Zarovsky could have given him the puck as part of an offensive cycle, but instead, he'll decide to attack the 5th player of the opposing team in the middle by himself. His main problem was that, given his position and his propensity to control the puck, his puck handling abilities were largely dependent on his skating, and this was his predominant weakness. At times, he gave the impression of a poor skater that didn't realize that he was a poor skater. He played in a rather weak MHL division, and when he played against better teams, the play closed in on him much more quickly, and he couldn't maneuver as he was accustomed to. His game suddenly became inefficient. His success rate entering the zone was also affected. His lack of speed and physical strength along the board prevented him from being able to repair his own mistake. So for now, I'm just gonna let roll all of the clips that I had on him of turnovers or puck handling mistakes, and there might be a lot, but don't worry. His game matured a lot by the end of the year, as you will see later in the video. So in his case also, he's very talented, so it's just part of his progression and his development to try new things on the ice, so it's not a big case if he has made so many mistakes earlier in the year.
Получает шайбу. Zharovsky задумал встречался в рамках зеленого дерби, так что тут не соскучишь. Но кто не попал на зеленое дерби, можно, пожалуйста, прийти посмотреть на толпа.
Но когда Зharovskого. Но сейчас раскатывается, вернее, пытается раскатиться команда Дмитрия Михайлова.
Успел здорово. Жаровский, посмотрите, как доработал назад. Молодец, нападающий. Но все-таки ошибся, и момент у Тюменского легиона.
His skating was the biggest obstacle to his future. There was no power behind his stride, and when I say no, I mean no power. On one sequence, he intercepted a pass at his own blue line to go on a breakaway, and it took him almost 4 seconds to cross the neutral zone.
Секунд.
And then, as the weeks went by, a massive improvement in his skating emerged. His top end speed was transformed.
Но еще один ассистент есть у Даниэля. Пока посмотрим, как Zharovsky на очередной свой проход.
His acceleration too, as he was now able to make good short bursts to grab loose puck. This change now gives him the luxury of covering territory when he has the puck, as his style of play requires. His balance on his feet also improved. He finished the year playing playoffs game in the KHL, and even at that level, his skating seemed very decent. He even got first to lose puck in the opponent zone after dumping it himself.
Смену пропускает. Zharovsky закладывает.
However, at the end of some shift, his skating still looks extremely rough, so with physical conditioning work, he will need to work on his ability to maintain a good level of power output even when fatigued. But overall, a very impressive improvement on his part on the skating aspect throughout the year. Zarovsky is also a very good playmaker. He has good vision, allowing him to spot cross-ice passing lane, and many of the plays that he set up originate from his hands. He creates many scoring chances for his teammates thanks to the move that he can make to eliminate an opposing player from the equation, and also by drawing attention to himself. For example, by gaining the center of the slot, the defensive coverage tries to neutralize him and prepare to block a shot, but Zarovsky decides instead to slip a delicate pass to a teammate positioned at the goal mouth. He's good at quickly finding creative solutions when he seems caught off guard. On one sequence in the neutral zone, he was returning to his zone because there was a traffic jam in front of him. An opposing player stretched out his arm to cut off the short option that Zarovsky had, so one of his defensemen. He then put his stick between his leg and made a saucer pass to reach a lateral option that wouldn't have been available otherwise. This play also blew me away when he very skillfully redirected a puck that was traveling along the board with his backhand toward the slot, but watch how he did it with his stick. He also made one of the most absurd passes that I've ever seen. He grabbed the puck in his own zone on the right side and threw a backhand pass that hit a teammate at the opposing blue line on the left side. We're probably talking about a pass of over 150 feet, and the puck landed perfectly flat on his teammate's stick. As for his ability to put the puck in the net, Zarovsky has a shot that is just okay in my taste. His greatest strength, however, lies in his ability to adjust his shooting position more favorably by handling the puck beforehand. For example, he often makes this play where on his strong side, he will fake his shooting momentum by putting his weight on his stick, and as soon as the defender kneels in front of him, Zarovsky will open up his stick blade, gently push his puck toward the slots, avoiding the defender's stick, and then release his shot. He can also do this on the left side, bringing the puck behind him and getting the slot in a position perpendicular to the net. One aspect of his game that translates well is his determination and his willingness to attack the net. Even when he is at full speed, he never hesitates to lean his shoulder and cut to the net. He cleverly widened the base of his skates to push away opposing sticks, and once he is in front of the goaltenders, Zarovsky's puck skills allow him to beat them easily, whether it is with a neat fake or simply by being patient in front of them.
Просвистела шайба. Чуть мимо ворот, чуть не точно. 2 в 1, выход, опасно, гол. Да, ну...
Шахлисламов, хорошая передача и...
Причем только в 25-м матче. Михаил Гамзаков в ассистентах. А Талпар быстро...
Much of my doubts about him have dissipated following the significant progress he has shown in his skating. However, my reassurance has grown following what I have seen during his time in the KHL. Honestly, I am now very wary of the promises that a prospect can show in the KHL. In the past few years, I've been burned a few times by 17-year-old players that look very good in what is considered to be the second best league in the world. In Zarovski's case, it wasn't whether the fact he was able or not to demonstrate flashes of talent at a higher level that reassured me, but rather the fact that he demonstrated the ability to find solutions to problems that plague his game at a lower level. This is largely attributed to the fact that he utilized his teammates much better and didn't try to do everything alone as much. His game proved to be much more efficient that way. Zarovsky still has a lot of work to do in the gym to gain muscle strength, while he can sometimes be easily neutralized along the board, but given his very rachitic frame, it's conceivable that he still has a lot of room for improvement, and this could also translate into various aspects of his game and suggest a tremendous progression in his case. So that was it for Alexander Zarovsky. Overall, I think that the Habs did a pretty good job at being aggressive and trading up to get him. I had him inside my top 20, and if we're talking purely about skill and talent level, he's probably top 10 in this draft. So the question remains with him is the physical strength and maybe a bit of his skating that still remains. But overall, like I said, in the KHL, he stopped being a one-man army trying to do all by himself, and he started to play a much more team-oriented and collective game, and he was really good playing that way. So my work is done for the year. Enjoy your summer, and we will see us again in 2026.
преимуществом. Первые периоды в этом сезоне Талпар проводит великолепно. Они вообще самая лучшая...
Вот момент был, воспользоваться не сумел. Zharovsky. Бросок нанести. Снова Zharovsky. Барабанных движений тоже было. Zharovsky сам может бросать. Но, тем не менее, Zharovsky, как он этот момент реализует. И момент, и гол! Zharovsky. Толпа по-прежнему в атаке. Не попадает Петренко. Поставляет партнеру. Zharovsky. Zharovsky сохраняет контроль над шайбой. Ох, 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 ох. Zharovsky. Выход 1 на 1 уже у Zharovskого. Момент какой. Казалось бы, там фору у соперника в несколько метров, но Петренко это вообще не страшит. Но и у него так просто шайбу не отобрать. Вот момент. Вот момент и гол. Проходит передача на Zharovskого. Кольцов начинает атаковать, но пока что эти атаки не особо интересно смотрятся. Петренко, но все же не сумел переправить шайбу в ворота.
Zharovsky. Пас еще один. И вот эти вот голы будут ценнее. Есть сейчас вход в зону. Это Zharovsky как раз.
Родионов уже у Талпара новую атаку начинает. Прошла передача направо. Кочеров. 2 или 3, наверное. Но не удается хозяевам забить. А что здесь делает Zharovsky? Сам идет в чужую зону, проходит.
Из себя вот уже на следующее утро практически, ну, сложно. Поэтому, может быть, не столь много моментов, как вчера. Но эти моменты есть. И вот сейчас один из них. Гости. Снова Zharovsky с броском. Но это Zharovsky, друзья. 1-1. Давил Талпар. Много атаковали, много бросали, много. Все через Zharovskого. И еще один. Атаки переходят, но ненадолго. Тут же перехваты уже.
Он в окружении 5 игроков ярославского Локомотива, и там найти решение очень непросто.
Ничего себе, какой Алыкина через защитников, естественно, пас туда, но не пускают. Не пускают и все-таки пусти.
Китин, Хохряков. Из глубины подключает.
Значит, он не уверен до конца, что шайба в воротах не побывала. Мне, на самом деле, тоже показалось, что она могла оказаться в сетке. Шестером сейчас на отложенном штрафе действуют парни Исаулова. Хороший перевод и не... Ох, здесь классно подработал Zharovsky. Момент. Кольцов. Хорошая передача. Момент и не... Хорошо держится шайба у гостей. Вот Родионов бросает. Zharovsky.
Не успел среагировать Данил Петренко. Кольцов и здесь...
Немецкая. Напряженная игра, очень напряженная.
Zharovsky. В сольный проход. Zharovsky пошел. И как вы... Забивай, кричат с трибун. Zharovsky набрасывал Волков, который наказание отбыл. Дальше вышел. Zharovsky перед воротами вышел. Ой-ой-ой, Zharovsky. Красиво пытался Кольцов в полете шайбу подработать себе.
Бенко думал, что вернет Кольцова, но сыграл еще лучше. Как они разыграли на соперника. Шитов. Хороший пас. И вот Ткаченко. Бежат они в свою зону. Zharovsky. Классно. Zharovsky в атаке Никита Щеглов. 71-й Марк Гржелецкий. Наверное, главная звезда этой команды.
Не совсем так понятно, почему Кирилл Волков не попытался все-таки эту шайбу-то остановить. Казалось, концовка-то за Талпаром. Думаю, с этим никто спорить не будет. Наших компьютеров, телевизоров или даже на трибуне, но это борьба, этот азарт, который где-то местами...
Сам решил шайбу притащить в чужую зону, но в итоге отобрал ее. Zharovsky сам будет бросать. Нет, передача, бросок. Александр Zharovsky по ближнему борту. Впереди Моисеев. Zharovsky шайбу пропустил. Пытался пройти Максима. А тут передача Кочура. Куликовского не тут-то было. Уперла шайба в конек. И Вячеслав Малов тут же. Вот такая подкидка. И Куликов
подбивает сейчас Zharovskого. Александр уверенно шайбу завез. Да, дальше пришлось постараться. Но получилось сейчас Zharovsky. И за лицевой отдает. Нет.